Ascot. For us.
Alto was really Ascot, the one who cast the terrible magic on Sarah's pet. But I hope he's really a good boy, just misled by Zagot's evil. Perhaps we should forgive him for his past.
Now it all makes perfect sense. Alto and Ascot are one and the same. This discovery does raise some troubling questions about Alto's motives, I'm afraid.
This adventure is getting really confusing. Our weapons and our magic combined couldn't even touch Anova. The amount of power he showed made me a little afraid. The really scary part is that I know Zagot is much stronger than Anova.
Anova cannot have a heart in the human sense. He killed his own without even flinching. I think he's pure evil.
Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Magic Knight Rayearth. Before we get started, let's head back to Lyri and use our hard-earned gems in order to buy one of our first items that we'll actually be getting at the shop. Other than the health and magic potions, this heart jewel and one other item are pretty much the only things we're going to be spending gems on in this game. Unless I kind of am a little bit desperate. Okay, it's yours. Good. Alright, we got a heart jewel because she did her dance. Fantastic. The only problem with buying a heart jewel at the shop is that you're not able to see who really needs it. Let's give it to Hikaru, I suppose. Alright, and that does it. That was a good choice, too. And if you're wondering if you can buy other heart jewels at the same store, unfortunately you can't. It's just kind of here because I guess they don't know how to make sprites disappear in terms of the store. But if you re-enter, then it will be gone. So yeah, you'll only get one, so you better know who to give it to. But that'll be it for Lyri, so we're gonna head back through the Lakeside Falls all the way to our next village. See you there! Welcome everybody to the lake village of Liquido. A bit of an odd name, I gotta say, especially when it really reminds me of Lucino, who is the magician back in Belizu. Sometimes I get their names confused. But like any other village, we have to start off by talking to people in order to get the situation down. And in terms of all villages, this one doesn't really strike the right chord for me. You'll see why as we continue on. I hope you will. But the problem with this village, according to this kid, is that there's something, well, wrong. We need a little bit more information. How about you, sir? Loud thuds apparently have been appearing in the night. Oh, and then there's more tasteful dialogue, too. Yeah, let's just keep going. Like, come on. Why has it gotta be this way? But anyway, apparently there is a beast hiding in the lake. I don't know if that's enough. Yeah, that is enough for Clef to change his pace, in terms of advice. Supposedly, he gives a little bit more information about this beast. Presumably, it is a spirit beast. What is a spirit beast, you may ask? We need a little bit more information on that. It's hard to say whether or not it's a trap for us, or it's just a manifestation of, well, what's supposedly happening with the fear and worry of the people. Because of the footsteps? Yeah. Oh. Well, they're slight casualty. Well, not even casualty, just an injury. So we got a woman who has been hurt, and then this girl is going to talk about a little boy named Nero. Hopefully this Nero is not similar in terms of, well, the Nero I'm thinking of in my head. Because if it is, that is quite the similarity for being over a decade in gap between games. And apparently he is overzealous. He's a little bit too eager in terms of getting revenge from the monster for hurting his mother. What, was it a monster on the lake? Everybody's talking about it. We have an eyewitness account for you right now. Supposedly the monster comes into the village, but we have yet to see any damage visibly. Other than this person cannot paint this wonderful creature. And to be honest, if the village is actually being attacked and being damaged by the monster, wouldn't this fruit stand be one of the first casualties? Because just going by stereotype in terms of what is being damaged by big things, fruit stands are usually the first to go. Now this village is a little bit weird for me in terms of pacing. Okay, I'm gonna have to hold off that thought because there's 3 monsters that I don't want in front of me. Unfortunately, we can't kill them. Fortunately, they don't hurt us. Yeah, these are of course, it's also the 3 monsters that I kind of don't want to see for very personal purposes. Why am I talking as Hikaru? Umi also reacts. There we go. 1, because I grinded him. 2, he's just no fun. And 3, he's deadly. Fu's a little bit more level-headed, though. Old man, what is up with your... Yeah, what's up with this? Okay. Now that is a strategy I can get behind. I would love to borrow one or make one for myself. These little pictures on the wall I wish had a little bit more detail to them, because some of them do. Some of them we've seen before, but when you get descriptions like this, you kind of are looking for more. Yeah, dancing monsters, I would love to see that. It makes me wonder how much of the Sega Saturn disc is actually used overall, because if it's not completely full, I would have loved to see some sort of FMV of a bunch of monsters from the game doing ballet. It would have been absolutely fabulous for me to see. Now this shop is unfortunately just a standard shop with potions, so we're not going to really be dealing with it right now. But anyway, back in terms of pacing, because you kind of remember from last video, which was unfortunately really long but really eventful in the end, because, well, 2 characters died. And we also got introduced to Innova, who is, pretty demon-like, anyways. He's got claws, he has devilish white hair. He's pretty terrible, and in terms of evil. And then you get into this village, and it's just kind of a weird break. Like, I would love to just immediately continue on and actually have the next part being getting the next machine. And actually continuing on that way in terms of making some sort of progression in order to get rid of Innova as fast as possible. We're not doing that right now, unfortunately, because we have, well, what I call an unnecessary portion of the game. It will lead us to the next machine, though, because if you remember from all the way back in Teflon, we examined a picture that had a floating island in the sky. This guy knows it as the Sky Garden. So we're getting finally a little bit more information on that. A giant bird is their protector. And then he kind of just goes, nope, nope, nope. Before we go any further in terms of that information, though, let's just say I've been examining too many things. Because sometimes, the girls will make fun of you for doing this. Why are you looking at the armrest of this bench? What are you, stupid? Yes, a little bit. But examining it from the front gives us a yellow rainbow amulet. So there is a reason for examining the bench, other than for Hikari to say, it's a bench! It's the best bench in the world! Now, if we're going to actually continue on in terms of rainbow amulet hunting, all the way up in the northeast side, there is a dock where you can actually just kind of go for a swim in the lake. We're going to be doing that a little bit later, though. However, there is this tree over here. It's green. Examining it gives us a green rainbow amulet. Some of the, of course, like I've said before, some of the examinable objects are a little bit few and far between and a little bit more, weird. Anyways. Whoa. Oh man. Hello? Come back down here, please. Something's a little bit off. Man. Dude! Come on. Please? Oh, you, what? Whoa. What? Oh, there's a problem with layering. Okay. Now, a little bit more information about the Spirit Beast. Supposedly, since we have no means of getting up to the sky at all, this supposed beast in the lake is weirdly our best lead in terms of getting up there. It's kind of odd. The fortune teller doesn't help at all either. His two things that he gives you right now is, you will have a meeting and a goodbye. Strange premonition, which either is useless or kind of foreboding. Then again, we've already had two major goodbyes. However, the other one is even more useless, because it is, hey, take a break every now once in a while, huh? I'm like, great, sure. Now, I would love to continue down, but there is a sign over here which does depict what this building coming up is going to be. The Sephiroth National Museum. Why it's in a village like this, I really don't know. Then again, the museum is kind of pitiful in terms of video game museums go. Like, this is it. What you can really do is just kind of examine things, including a statue of Princess Emerald. Yeah. We haven't really seen much of Emerald in this game. You see a lot more of her in terms of the Super Nintendo version, which is just something I haven't really been showing off. However, there's more interesting matters in terms of other than the princess. How about marshmallows inside of a display case? I don't know, there's a lot of just like trinkets in a display case, and then there's this little white thing standing right in front of Hikaru, and apparently, supposedly, it's a marshmallow. However, if you were ever interested in terms of more information about the Magic Knight Rayearth universe, Orylen, Thoride, and Custo. Minerals, supposedly. I don't recall any other place in terms of like the show, the other game, the Super Nintendo version, like that actually mentions anything in terms of these minerals, which is odd. Like, why would this kind of supplemental information be existing at all when really the only important mineral is Liquido? The Sphere of Truth. Yeah, I don't really believe it either. It's probably what that fortune teller's using right outside. Nope. I don't see anything useful. Another thing that's not really useful at this time is, well, the interface. It kind of blocks off what is supposed to be showing off in the top corner. You can see over on the left, when I'm actually pausing, there's this piece of armor. It looks really cool, it's just blocked off. Premonition of what's to come, or just kind of the relic of the past? Your choice. And then, of course, there's also this painting over here that, well, it kind of has a small amount of detail. You can kind of see what it is, but, well, it's just a picture of the journey of the Magic Knights. Men! Because, you know, some legends can be skewed. The only other thing here is, well, the Sephiroth. It's pretty small to be a world, which is interesting, especially if you know a little bit more about Magic Knight Rayearth as a whole. But that's pretty much it for the museum. There's not a lot there to actually see. And again, why is it in a village like this? I kind of don't understand that. Okay, good. It certainly hasn't hurt the village. So I wonder why it's thumping around and making every people scared. Oh, the layering is... Do I know who Zagot is? No, not at all. Alright then. How do you know, plucky girl? A little bit. What? Blah. I now know who Zagot is. You just pressed your body into mine. Okay. No. Really? Oh my god! That is terrible! Oh, the tabloids. Don't believe the tabloids. Come on, lady. Believe these red balls. Up on display. Red treasure balls, apparently. Which is, I guess, what is actually dropped from the enemies. Treasure balls. Blue and red ones. It's pretty much there just to kind of look nice. And they do look nice. It's also big. Big red balls. Yes, good. It's kind of weird that it only is, well... I guess it's not weird, actually. Especially because, well, Princess Emerald has been looking after the world, so there's not supposed to be any sort of protection necessary. So, yeah, that kind of makes sense. Now it's time for something really cool. Come on, Fu, thank you. This is a good way to corral everybody. By zooming out in terms of this observation tower. It's a really cool effect for the Sega Saturn to be able to actually look out into the distance a little bit in order to see a little bit more of the lake. Now, supposedly, that is supposed to be the center of the lake right there. And if that's the case, this is a really small lake. But we'll be going there soon enough. But the whole zooming in and zooming out kind of idea is really cool to see. It isn't done, I think other than this point, it really isn't done at all. Hey, look, blue ball. Umi just likes it simply because it's blue. shallow. But Fu, yes, exactly. Fantastic. Thank you, Fu. You are wise beyond your years. Now, of all this talk about beasts and spirit beasts and everything, let's get back in terms of the situation with Nero. You see, this is how we're actually going to be continuing on in terms of figuring out what's going on in this village. Like, for all purposes, this game is relatively linear in terms of RPG, how RPGs go. But how to actually trigger the next point is a little bit weird, I will say. Let's explore the house before we actually get going in terms of Nero. He has a two... There's the wife. Let's talk to you. Hello. Apparently it's locked. Why? Well, where is she? She's in the kitchen. Don't be in the kitchen. Okay, got it. I'll just be upstairs, messing with your stuff. See, there's also these little pictures that are just pixels. Nothing else. I would love to see it a whole lot better. Because I know this game can do better because the backgrounds have been really well detailed. Excellently well done for its time. Alright, let's go talk to blue-black-haired boy Nero. And to be honest, of all the characters that we have seen so far in terms of each village, Nero is kind of the worst out of them so far. Simply because he's pretty one-dimensional in terms of a character. He pretty much is 8. His character is his age. He loves his mother very, very much. He must do everything to protect her. Even though he has no plan, no weapons, no nothing. Especially when he has half a mind of what he's wanting to do, but can't really put a lot into coherent planning. He just wants to take out the monster. That's all he wants to do. That's step 1 and step 2 and step 3. Yeah. No way we're getting through to this kid. Well, we can still talk to Mom. You didn't lock both places. How are you? I believe so. Depending on how long ago it was, you probably could have went to... Well, actually, no, you couldn't have gone to Leary. Actually, you could have! This is physical. This is not disease-based. Unless you're, like, non-magic. Like, I'm gonna heal the natural way instead of magical. Luckily, it doesn't get that deep. Which is a good thing. But his family does run quite an operation over here. Fried griffin wings! I don't know, it just tastes like chicken, I guess. Actually, I don't know what Umi says. Oh. Fantastic. Okay, well. We've certainly gone a good ways in terms of actually figuring out what to do. So the next thing we have to do in order to continue on is talk to the father again. Like, this is kind of what I mean in terms of, like, how to trigger the next sequence. Forever. You could babysit forever. Plus, you're not really offering me much. It's not like I haven't spent really any money in terms of inns. But let's do it anyways. Stay as long as you like. Forever. Wow. Now I will say that's pretty cool. It's a good effect. We certainly did. Yeah, great. Instant dash time, let's go. We need to move. Wait a minute, where's Mom? Well, we're on the second floor, so going that way doesn't really help. Let's go down. Oh, he's over there. Mom is still in the... This is kind of what I meant about the weird second floors of some houses, is that stuff like this can happen. Including Fu getting trapped on the island. You have been in the kitchen this entire time. Go to bed. Fu, you keep her company. Oh, okay, you're fine. Sort of. That's... Whoa, whoa. Let's try that again. Something has happened? Oh dear, okay, something has definitely happened with this description. Either that or Umi had a stroke, one of the two. Maybe Fu says the same thing? Listening? No? I never noticed this before. It wasn't something I was looking for really quickly, but apparently that's the case. It's just Umi that just kind of goes... Because you're behind the desk all the time and can't actually go anywhere. What are you doing out so late? Oh, that's why. Nightly strolls. Apparently, from the looks of the village, everything else is... well... Oh, boy, child! Child, stop moving. Here we go. Tiny team selling newspapers, lock your doors, extra, extra! Peace has been witnessed by little boy. How about you? Oh, gee, for Pete's sake. Alright, let's go. That painter's nowhere to be seen either. Now, the closest way to get to the lake is up by our tree, friend. Let's head. See, like, if this is a lake, this is really tiny. Alright. We got two things here that we can't really do anything with. We got two balls, because this village loves balls. That's about it. I wonder if we could touch the balls. Huh. Who'd have thought? Okay, Fu, try to explain this. Oh, whoa, we are moving. And we're immediately thrust into the next part of, well, pretty much the dungeon. The next dungeon, which is the lake itself. Let's not deal with it immediately, though. Because what we can do is just, we'll go back and our way to go is kind of blocked off. But we can always hit the ball again in terms of going to either the west side or the east side of the lake. And we're going to be doing that next time, both of them, all together. And getting rid of this dungeon while I have things to say about it, among other things. See you next time, everyone!